my boobs. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute, I know. So I've been off YouTube for a minute, and reason why is because I had surgery, and on my social media I shared that I had surgery done. And I just actually I shared my transformation, and I asked people to ask me questions. I told people on social media that, hey, you know what, I had surgery, cosmetic surgery. Okay, so I told people to put in questions. If they want to ask me anything, they should just put it out there, or DM me or email me. And a lot of people sent me questions directly on my social media, and I'm just gonna like chip in everything in what I'm going to say today. So I don't want to digress too much. Let's just get right into this video. I'm going to just start from how everything started. So if you don't know me personally, let me just give you a backstory. I'm a mom of two, so I've had 2 kids, and yeah, I'm kind of busty, and it was just a lot. I breastfed my first child for 1 year and 2 months, my second child 1 year and 4 months. And the reason why I wanted to have surgery was breast reduction. I wanted to do that for myself. So I decided to get surgery because some people ask me why I decided to get surgery. You look good, why did you have to get surgery? I wanted to do it because in clothes, yes, I look good. Outside clothes, naked, I look good. But it was just a lot. Sometimes when I'm eating, I have to hold this place so that the food will digest. Because if you have like a small body frame and one part of your body is like bigger than the entire part of, not bigger but just more of the weight is on my chest pain and all of that. So I wanted to just get it out of the way. So that's the reason why I wanted surgery initially. So I started my research. Okay, so I started my research 2021. Yeah, 2021. I started doing research. Okay, if I wanted to do breast reduction, how do I go about it? I did my research, and I came down to I'm going to have a breast reduction. I looked at the pros and cons, things that could go wrong, all of those things, and I decided, okay, this is the person that I wanted to use for my surgery. I looked at the work. Most of the things that were important to me were incision, how my boobs was gonna look afterwards. And while I decided I was going to have surgery like breast reduction, I found out that they could also do my tummy with it. Like, it's called mommy makeover. Like I said, called mommy makeover, that you can just decide to do everything together and look you understand what I was saying? Look good. So yeah, I did that. So one, if you want to have surgery, one of the major thing is decide what you want to do and do your research. After that, I worked on my type of body frame, surgery that I was getting, which was breast reduction, tummy tuck, and how that person had done over time. I had to check the person's work, reach out to people, you understand, just do your own research. So I did all of that. Okay, if you see that I'm looking at, I actually wrote everything down, so I'll get it step by step, detailed video. So yeah, after the research, I decided, okay, this is the doctor that I wanted to use. What were the things that I did? Those are part of the question people ask. I decided, okay, this is the doctor that I wanted to use. I reached out to them. I filled the consultation form. They told me to send my pictures, front, like naked. You could probably wear something or cover your major parts, and I sent my pictures over, front, back, sideways, everything. And my weight, my height, if I do smoke, all of those health questions, I did all of that. I sent it over to them, and they reached out to me that, okay, my weight is perfect, my height is okay, BMI, there's something called BMI. So my own doctor only works on BMI from, I think, anything max, let's say 30. So My BMI then was exact, I think 30 or 29. So yeah, I was there. So it was okay. So I decided, okay, fine. I paid my deposit. And what was the next thing? They told me, okay, the things that I should be doing, and and all of that. I'll be taking my vitamins, take my iron and all of those things, anything, blood boosters and all of those things. Prior to that time, I'm this kind of person that I do not play with my multivitamins. I take care of my body, spirit and soul. 30 days to my surgery, they gave me like a list of labs, tests that I'm supposed to do and get it to them. So I did that. I think it was 35 days to surgery. I went to was it lab cup? I just went to one of these labs and I did my test, and the results came out. I forwarded it to them. When I did my lab, everything came out well, everything came out good, and I was cleared for surgery. Basically, you do your test, you send it over to them. I was cleared. I did all the things I was supposed to do with breast. I can't remember the name. There was this was it graphic or it wasn't mammography, it wasn't all of those things. I've forgotten the name, but when I remember, I'll just put it here. So I did that too with my breast, and I sent the results over to them. So they cleared me for surgery. That was 30 days prior to my surgery. So before then, I was already getting, because I told you I did my research on doctor that I wanted to use, the surgery itself, pre-op, everything that I needed for pre-op. Pre-op is time leading to your surgery, and post-op like time after your surgery. So everything that I needed before, talking about food, talking about how to maintain myself, talking about how to take care of myself, pre and post-op, I had to learn that before getting the surgery itself done, which is very, very important because it's a major surgery. You want to make sure that you do everything as much as possible right. Okay, yeah. So they cleared me for surgery. I had like 30 days to surgery. I was still eating right to my own knowledge. I was eating, being careful here and there, avoiding as much as I can. 30 days to surgery, I was just maintaining, counting down. I booked my flight, and I booked my flight because I didn't have my surgery in my state. I traveled to another state for my surgery. I traveled to Miami. Yes, I know. I traveled to Miami for my surgery. So prior to my surgery, I was getting everything that I needed, essentials, just a list of like a lot of things that you need depending on the surgery you're getting. You have to get surgical bras, you understand, Tylenol, all of those things I got there. To my surgery also, I was told to send my COVID test results. So I did it 7 days prior to surgery, sent it to them 5 days to my surgery or 4 days to my surgery. And the first one came inconclusive. Oh God of miracle. First test came inconclusive, and I'm like, wow. After planning everything, going through labs, going through all the stress, and wow, I had to go back, do another one, and it was negative. So yeah, I was super cleared. So yeah. And also when it was 5 days to my surgery, I was told to make sure that I use one. I'm actually going to find a name or something. I'll put it right here, that I should use in my nostrils every morning or at night, just to make sure that my nasal passage, this place, doesn't get infected before I come to Miami for my surgery. So I did all of that. I started planning. It was 4 days to my surgery. I started packing my stuff, everything, and I went alone. It was just a moment, it's a major surgery. I didn't want to bother anybody. I just wanted to. It was my first ever surgery. if I do it again, I'll go with someone, someone that could, be there for me or take care of me. But yeah, because I didn't have my surgery in my own local state, I had to, book a recovery house. So if you go for surgery maybe outside your state or even anywhere, there's always recovery house. I reached out to one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be having surgery from this day, and I'll be in Miami from this time to this time. I'm gonna be booking from this time to this time. I'm staying a week, so I had to book recovery house, and I paid like deposit, and the rest of the money will be paid when you get there. So I did that. So yeah. And also on recovery house, that's another story entirely on its own that I'm going to give you. That was the whole thing that tested my faith when I got to Miami. So yeah, as soon as I was cleared for surgery, all I needed to do is pack my stuff, get ready. But since I know that, okay, I'm going to be having surgery so date, so I went a day before. I booked my flight to a day before. Let's say I'm having surgery on the 5th, I booked my flight for 4th, because you would have your pre-op, which is the time that you will see your doctor before your surgery. That's pre-op. It was a day before my surgery, so my pre-op was 4th and my surgery was 5th. So I left Houston 4th, on the 4th of so left on the 4th. My pre-op was 2 p.m. so my flight was, I think, around 9 or something. So my flight was around 9. I got to Miami around 11 or 12. So from there I just dropped my bag at the recovery house and I went to my pre-op. Everything was just easy peasy. The only thing that was there was the recovery house that I booked. There was this language barrier. That's why I said the whole recovery is an entirely story on its own. So when I met the driver, she was like, hi, you're Tora, blah blah blah, you're this, okay, let's go to your blah blah blah. We dropped my bag, we went for my pre-op. I met my doctor. It was my first time, and he was like, you scared? You okay? Okay, everything came out good. We went over my labs again. We checked me out. We checked me out. Okay, he asked me what were the things that bothered me the most, what would I want him to take note of, and all of those things. And I told him that, you know what, for myself, I'm speaking for myself, not for you. I told him that I know that I'm petite, okay. I don't want to look extremely, I don't want people to see me and know that she got something done. I wanted him to save as much as possible when it comes to my breast, because I don't want to be flat-chested, okay. So yeah, I told him to save as much as he could with my boobs. And for my tummy tuck, really, I've seen his work, I loved it. So I just told him that let's just do this. That was exactly what I said. I said, let's do this. I wasn't even nervous or anything like that. So yeah, that was it. After we spoke about everything, he gave me prescription drugs that I will need this drug immediately after my surgery. My surgery was 6:45 a.m. in the morning. What is 5:45 or 6:45 a.m. in the morning. It was that early. So I told the driver and also the recovery house coordinator. So we went to drop my prescription at Walgreens or CVS there. So from there we dropped it. I haven't even rested at this point. So we just dropped it, and I told the lady that, when are you going to pick it up? She said, oh, don't worry, we're going to pick it. I said, ma'am, my surgery is very early in the morning, and I know that I'm going to be in a little bit of discomfort. I just want the drugs to be there. So she was like, don't worry, we'll get it. And I'm like, okay. So don't forget, I had my Tylenol in my bag. So that was one of the things that is very important when you're getting surgery to just get any pain medication in your bag. So yeah, I got that. So yeah, also told that I should bathe the night before with medicated soap. I use Dial soap or something. Yeah, I bathed with that, and that was it. And I was told that once it's 9 p.m. at night that day, I shouldn't eat anything since I'm having surgery the next morning. So I wasn't even that hungry or anything. I just had to just eat something. The recovery house give you food, but I'm Naija, all this food. I just fixed up something for myself. My room was good. I only have one roommate, and that roommate was even leaving the next morning. So the place was okay. It was great. At first, the recovery house was really great. People there were nice and all that. So I prepared myself. So the whole process was knowing that I wanted to get surgery, doing my research, budget, which is extremely important. You have to tell yourself, okay, this is the amount I can go for. So you have to look there. There is no budget when it comes to surgery, because it's no broke bitch exercise, babe. You will spend money. So yeah, you will have to think about post and pre-op, because most of the times the money you're even spending on surgery is equivalent to the things that you will need, or the amount that you'll be needing afterwards. It might not be exact, but it will be something around that, to maintain, to treat yourself, to get yourself ready to You just have to plan yourself accordingly. So the things that I did was know that I wanted to get surgery, what I wanted to get. I had to, you know, study for myself. I had to be realistic. I did my research. While finding my doctor, I was realistic with myself. I stayed in recovery houses, so it wasn't like that. You have to be realistic with yourself. Can you live with scars depending on the type of surgery that you want to do? You understand? If you're going to have a breast reduction, you will have scars that over time will probably fade away, but you will still have to, you know, live with it for some period of time. You understand? So yeah, so this is the pattern, because I don't want to make the video extremely too long, so if people don't say, ah, she digressed a lot. So the first part of this video is just for my research, my doctor, being realistic with myself, budget, my amount of surgery, and if I was willing to spend that much on surgery, and also preparing myself for days leading to my surgery. Okay, so thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the second part of this video. Okay, till next time, I'm your girl. So you're fine. Catch ya.